say, hey, you're a company, you want to do outbound. Great. And let's say that you really, you've got some paying customers. You feel like, all right, it's time. So there's a couple ways you can go. Sometimes people want to start with outsourcing because they don't want to hire anyone. Great. There's some risks there. In fact, we do a lot of outsourcing, but it's not for everybody. Outsourcing for most companies can be a great interim solution. But if you are a growth company or want to be, at some point you have to have your own internal team. You have to have your own internal people. You might start there, you may not. If you do outsourcing, call it 6 to 18 months should be your time frame before you're ready to build your own team. So let's say you're ready to build your team. If you have someone internal that you can transfer who's a go-getter who really wants to know sales and do this, even better. They already know your company, your product, your customers. If you don't, here's the kind of person that we would look for you to hire. First, you want the first outbound person. If you can do 2, it's better, right? You do something new, start with 2 if you can. 2 people is better for any kind of new role. But you want to look for someone that is, has a passion for learning about sales. They're kind of a builder, right? They can help figure things out. They've shown initiative in the past, someplace else in their life. They might have started a blog or a nonprofit or been a rush chair at college. They might have just shown the fact they don't need to be told what to do all the time. Because when you haven't your first people in a role, there's so much to figure out. You need people who can think for themselves. So they're coachable, right? Open to new ideas, willing to take initiative. And I'd say too, they've proven some success someplace. Or they might have been an athlete. They might have been great at music. They don't need to have done anything with sales, really. If they have, nice, but they don't need it. But you don't want is someone who's had closing experience or too much of it. You don't want someone who has so much experience that probably aren't as adaptable. So I think what happens is this is really an outbound prospecting role is really a career. It's a career step. It's not a long-term job for most people. This irony where the people you want are going to get bored of it in 6 to 12 months. As a paradox. And it needs to be, if someone takes if they're taking like a career step backwards, then usually it just doesn't work out well, unless you really feel like they're a true entrepreneur and they have no ego about it. So I think in summary, you want people who can take initiative and have been successful at something and really want to do this. And you want to avoid people who are doing it. They've done sales. They might have done like software sales and they're just doing this because it's kind of a job they want. They don't really want to do it. They're just like, oh yeah, I'll do that. And within really like 2 months, they're trying to get promoted.